Okay, so the My Hero Academia episode, the newest one, or Boku no Hero Academia, whatever you prefer, like, mind blowing. Like, this show is so great. Like, look, we got best girl, we got dickhead, best boy times two, and then the bad friend. Like, I love this anime so much. So, like, first, the events that led up to this point. I mean, so, Bakugo getting kidnapped by the villains, and then them trying to get him to join, and he's like, screw you, and then All Might busting through, and I can't even comprehend how like beautifully made everything was. One thing I can't seem to wrap my mind against though is how in season 2 how they kind of, what's the word I'm looking for? How they kind of stressed how Deku was the one who was gonna be fighting All for One, but it turns out to be All Might fighting All for One. So I mean that part was a little bit confusing, but All for One isn't dead. He's only in prison, so maybe there is a possibility that he would be the one to fight All for One next. Obviously, All Might can't because All Might has no more. His quirk, he used every last bit of his quirk, guys. How do you do that? How do you lose all? I didn't know All for One was like a meter, not All for One. One for All was just like a meter that the more you use it, the more it depletes. Or maybe that's just because he already exchanged his power over to Deku. If that was the case, then shit. Like, that's insane. And of course, the highlight of the episode, United States of Smash. Like, this has been the biggest anime fight for me in a while. The United States of Smash definitely seemed like a mixture of all the other Smashes, like, Oklahoma Smash with the wins, the Texas Smash with the just big power hit, and then, the Delaware and Detroit Smash. It just seemed like all that just came together and made up the United States of Smash. Like, watching that, I was just like, damn, I was just like, wow, that's just like, I couldn't even, Boy. He's back like never. I love Nana Shimura. Hope we get a backstory of her. I hope we get a backstory. Damn. Smash! Oh my gosh. Damn. One for all. That smash was the highlight of the series so far, because I did read the manga, so I do know there are better things to come, but I won't spoil that for you non-readers out there. But yes, so far that smash was just the highlight of the series. I had to watch it, of course, in Japanese and English because you love Christopher Sabat. I went to MegaCon in Orlando about 2 weeks ago. I was cosplayed as a Pikachu, and I waited about 20 minutes to meet Christopher Sabat in line. In case you didn't know, he's the voice of All Might. And yeah, we took a picture together, and he was just a sweet, down-to-earth guy, honestly. He was such a pleasure to meet him, and going to his panel, and he was just talking about, being a voice actor. And so yeah, I just had to also watch it in English to get, I was like, oh shit, I just met this guy, 2 weeks ago. And yeah, honestly, both the dub and the sub were fantastic. So now the question on everyone's mind is just, what next? All Might doesn't have his quirk anymore, so Deku is all on his own. All Might is still alive. I know a lot of people who didn't read the manga thought, oh my gosh, All Might's gonna die, he's gonna die. No, he's still alive, he just doesn't have his quirk anymore. I know what's next, but I'm curious to know what you guys, like any non-readers, what you guys think is next, because not gonna spoil anything beyond the point of where we are right now in the anime, but jeez, like that smash, I'm still on it. Like it literally blew Gran Torino away, it blew everyone, the helicopters. So now Endeavor is the #1 hero, in case you guys didn't catch on to that already. So he is he gonna be happy? Is he gonna be sad about that? Is that the way he wanted to become the #1 hero? Just let me know what you think, and definitely I'm making another reaction and thoughts videos in the next episode, because definitely reading it in the manga and watching the anime are two different experiences. Like for one thing, in the manga, when Kirishima, Deku, and Tenya, when they all rescued Bakugo from the villains. Yeah, when they all when they all rescued Bakugo from the villains, in the manga he propelled himself about 20 feet in the air, as in the manga he basically escaped himself, which I was wondering, why didn't you do that to begin with? But you know, who's to question a world where you're born with engines in your calves? So I'm not going to question it. Same like I'm not going to question how Gran Torino went from 6 to 2 feet tall. But anyway, so definitely let me know what you guys think and what you're expecting for the next episode. I am super excited because, you know, as one of the manga readers, I'm very to see the next part. The next arc is my favorite arc, so I'm very excited. So catch you next time, guys, on the next reaction video, and bye.